guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, today I have my beautiful ladies and colleagues with me. So me here is Miss Catherine.
Hello.
CEO Mahogany Williams Incorporated.
Yes.
CEO Gatsby Entertainment.
That is.
And the president of Miss Africa Ukraine.
That is.
Thank you. And with me here is my Santiago, CEO Diversity Project, and you know this one already. you know, no need for introduction. Yes. Yes. Thank you, guys. So today we're going to be talking about normal social life and the pressure that comes from society on we humans. The first thing we'll be talking about is what's your take? What do you think about Western education on females?
I feel it's a good thing. It opens up females and males, of course, their eyes to the world. You get to see different people, different society, different cultures. You get to learn about other people in the world. You know, God created us all, so we have to be able to at least understand each other, respect each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's necessary for us females as well to learn about the world that we live in, so that when our husbands are doing business, we were able to relate to them. Exactly.
You won't just be stagnant in the house doing nothing.
Exactly, and even if you want to cook the food self, you know that my husband's colleague is Muslim or has certain culture, you cannot eat certain food or whatever.
And it also exposes you to having good friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you never know when you're gonna meet someone. It could be from a conference, it could be from anywhere, just anywhere.
Yeah.
It's also good in friendship.
And the thing is, I feel it's a globalized world. You
Right.
know, it's so mixed. You meet anybody anywhere. You should know how to
And you
relate with
meet
people.
anyone.
And the only way you can actually relate with people is that maybe if you have a connection with someone similar before. And here is this.
And also, you can even connect it with business in the same area. As a young lady who's in business and even in medicine as well, you get to learn different avenues.
Yeah.
That
Apart
you
from
can
that,
use.
it makes you have your own. You don't have to
You can
depend
stand on your own.
anybody.
Know what you want.
It makes you have your own. It makes you independent. So when somebody's giving you just like,
Oh, for
sorry,
real?
I'm a doctor. You can't give me that gist. I know what I'm doing. You get?
Yeah.
So it makes you independent. That's very good. Very good one.
So we talk about like what age you think is fit for marriage, because some people think 19, 18. And how do you think the age also affects marriage wise? Because age is just a number to some people. So
I think my 20-year-old might be the same as your 25-year-old.
True. Maturity
In the
comes
sense
in different
that
ways.
at the age of 20, how far have I gone? Like what have I done?
What have I been exposed to?
Exactly. And for how long have I been with this person?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just like it doesn't mean, I don't think there is an age, but definitely there is an appropriate age. An age that from that age you can say,
But also, we also have to
you're
think
ready.
about the fact that when you said with who you're going to be with, the type of situations you're in. Because when you're in secondary school, high school, there's some certain situations you're going to be in. And then in real life situations, whereby you're working, your husband is working, or your husband to be is working, and things happen, you have to be able to adapt to those type of situations and see them in that light and be able to compromise, compose yourself and things of that nature.
And I also feel like before you think of getting married, you should already have something. You should already have achieved. So you should already have an achievement. I don't mean like you should already have a house or something materialistic.
Yeah.
No, you should actually know what you are, who you are, and how you are. You know your person. Because when you get married to someone, it can either destroy you or make you better.
Exactly.
It can either destroy you or make you better. Say for instance, you've not even built your self-esteem yet. Then you marry someone that keeps talking you down, telling you are fat, you are ugly, you can't do this. You find that you're ruined. Your marriage, instead of making you better, ruins you.
Exactly.
So I feel as a female, before you ever even think of getting married, you should already know who you are. You should already be prepared. It's not a joke. It's not something. It's not something you just dive into and dive out.
And it also has to do with the fact of exposure. Like, what have you allowed yourself to do? That's why when young ladies ask me, okay, I have this boyfriend and you're 15 and 16, I'm like, no, don't even think about it. give yourself at least up to 21.
Exactly.
Travel, experience some places,
Because
be
things
with some
change.
people, dating, like expose yourself because you never know. Things you like at 18 will change by the time you're 20. Will change by the time you're 30. So you're still growing. Give yourself time. I mean, there's no rush. When God says it's right, it's right.
It's right.
I feel if I'm not happy, I cannot make you happy.
Yeah.
And in certain age, like let's say 20, 21,
Still figuring yourself.
we're still trying to understand what makes us happy. First of all. So you can. It's gonna be frustrating if you just jump into a marriage.
So if we're talking on the age-wise, I would just like what your parents have so much influence on who you choose to spend the rest of your life with. Like, how do you think about your parents having a say in who you bring home?
I feel like their opinions matter because you know they gave birth to you, they raised you, they somewhat kind of know your personality, and then you know by God's grace you have a great personal relationship with them. Like you know, me and my mom were very very close, and they're able to understand you. So when you bring you know your prospective somebody or somebody that you're dating in front of them and in front of your family, they're able to kind of sort of gauge as per an outside view. They're not blinded by love.
Exactly.
And they can give you like hopefully some objective, you know, criticisms as to how they feel about this person. Now, are they going to tell you no, absolutely not, you're not going to do this? This is your life, of course, you get to choose. But I feel like as parents, they should have at least some opinion as to who you date and how you date.
Well, if your parents get to tell you, oh no, we can't accept, what do you think is the best thing to do? Because some people say, oh, I run away with my lover, I'll go get married to my parents, blessing, and blah, 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 blah. It's a lot
I feel you should always try to reason with them.
Exactly.
I feel you should always try to reason with them because you're not just talking blah, you're not chatting nonsense. They have a reason, they've seen something, they've heard something, they've discovered something about this person, or they've seen something like this happen before, and they don't want you to be a part of it. So try to reason with them because if you see most of the people that don't accept or listen to their parents, they end up having problems. Like 90%
you can't
of
step
people,
out of the parents' house without the blessing.
90% of people that go against their parents' will do not have a great marriage.
And to tap on to what you're saying, sorry, Lusa. To tap on what you're saying, also it depends on the amount of time you've allowed your prospective person to be around your family. You can't just say it after one day. You know, you have to give them time to really gauge the person.
Even though where we are from, because majority of us are Nigerian, she's African.
We're Africans,
Now, where we are from, Nigeria especially, you can probably be seeing someone for 4 years, 5 years. Your parents don't want to hear that you are dating, let alone see someone around the corner. Now, they don't get the chance to know who this person is and all of that. Do you blame yourself for not letting your parents know who the person you're trying to spend the rest of your life with?
I feel that particular incident has to do with your age. If you're 25, 26, there's no way you bring someone to the house who will not want to understand you. If you bring I know 26 is a little too far. If you're 23, 24, and you tell your dad or your mom, like, mommy, see this person I'm dating. Person comes around once, twice, 3 times, helps with dishes.
Somebody gets married, they help with the situation.
You get to understand the person. But if you're 18, you're 17, and you say, hello, mommy, this is my boyfriend. Don't ask you, are you finished anatomy textbook? You get my drift. I think it has to do with age also. It has to do with age. We're bringing someone to your family.
My experience is that it's important to date. It's important that the person you're dating stays around your family, comes visit, not necessarily like a boyfriend. You know? My parents were Africans, they were born in Africa, but they were a little bit open about this because they wanted to make sure I was close. Because once you go farther, you can't see what's going on. So I was close. So bring your friends. My classmates will come to the house. So nobody will know who is a boyfriend, or they'll just be like, okay, parents always know. But let them be around. I like how this boy behaves.
Exactly.
This boy is very respectful. So from there, you come around to help. Next time he's coming alone. Why is he coming alone?
And sometimes the guys always try to buy the hearts of the mother. Don't overdo it, but at least try. Get her something. Be like, mommy, you're looking pretty today.
And of course, try and earn the respect of the father.
Exactly. because the mommy can always put in words for you.
Yeah.
The mother can always. If the father doesn't even like you, the mother can.
Because the mother is looking at the way that he treats you.
Yeah, when her daughter is going to go.
Because she's your precious daughter. She doesn't want to give you into a household where they're going to maltreat you.
Exactly.
So she's obviously her eyes are going to be open as to the way he talks to you, the way he talks to your siblings, the way he talks to your father.
The way he talks, he talks to his mom. So it's important for you to be around his
parents.
Because they say a man that mistreats his mother will never treat you right. Never. Because you're just a woman, like his mother, you know.
Yeah.
So that you too, as a woman, you should be around his family.
That's where this comes in. Should you marry someone who doesn't like his siblings? Because if it's for parents, why they could try and like hide it over and ignore the fact that I can't really tell her I don't like her father or her mother. I can't really tell him I don't like his mother. But siblings, they might probably not hide it. Do you think it's reasonable enough for your significant other not to like your siblings and continue with the relationship?
I think once again, situations, not time. Okay, I can be dating someone for 5 years and they're not around my family, not around my siblings, so I'll never know whether they like each other, whether they don't agree.
I'm telling you. Take for instance, just start sending you a picture. And I'm like, oh, she's looking so pretty, and it's like, oh yeah, whatever.
But then wait, what I want to say is, what about situations whereby we go out together and we have a discussion, like a passionate discussion, and and people are talking and of course with strong opinions and everything. That's because you can't just look at someone and say, I don't like this person. Especially because seriously,
you want to talk about whosoever their opinions. Issues come up. You might be far away from your siblings. Your siblings will definitely be telling you, oh, this is what I'm going through. And you might probably want to discuss it with your other. But his or her reaction towards the issue or the matter will let you know how important.
Let me tell you my own opinion. My own opinion is I cannot date or marry someone that doesn't care about my siblings. Those people are like my second G's. They're the only ones that I can actually tell how I feel, most especially. And then you don't like them. Are you for reals? As in, I don't understand.
Yeah, like if somebody was coming to my house and they say, oh, I don't like your sister, I would not even think
that's a sign that he wants you isolated.
Exactly. Yes. Because if he wants you isolated, then he can control you.
Yes.
If he doesn't like your siblings, okay, necessarily he might not like certain attitudes and attributes, but you should be able to at least respect them and respect them in front of you as well. Okay, no problem.
But then once again, let's look at it. A relationship is like a mirror, okay? He will treat your siblings the way you treat them.
But it doesn't always work that way.
But we start with it because everything in life is step by step. If my baby sister comes to the house and I'm shouting at her,
he will do the same.
The first time he'll be like, okay. Every time I'm shouting at this girl, he doesn't know another way of talking.
Exactly.
But if I shout at her once, but then second time I'm like, okay, my baby girl, he sees the love, he cannot do it. I will not allow that to happen. You shout at my sister. That is a mirror.
That's not for all. You can be shouting at your younger sister anytime you get to see her, anytime she gets you angry. But a reasonable man cannot pick up the fact that you are shouting on her to start shouting. He should actually put you on the right path of knowing how to talk to your sister.
That's what
rather than talking or shouting back towards her.
So he doesn't even necessarily have to like them, he has to respect them.
Exactly.
It's just about respect.
Because
it's family.
It's family. You
don't like
my brother, then I'm sorry. There's no point. There's no point. I'm sorry. There's no point.
What's your take on interreligious marriage?
Like
the Christian, Muslim kind of marriage?
I think
I don't think it works. Sorry, I don't think it works because children that come out of such marriage are usually unstable.
Yeah, they're unstable. They're quite unstable.
You give your children so much unnecessary choice to make. You make them go through the wrong path. I was born in a Christian home. I didn't get to choose, and I'm happy that I didn't get the opportunity to choose because I would have either been very confused or too late to choose the right path.
Or just in the middle, you don't want one or the other.
And you can't be too cold or too hot. You have to be something, you have to choose something. You have to choose something.
All about your unequally yoked.
Yeah. One way I think is, most of us deceive the truth, what I think is most of us deceive ourselves with the fact that it can work, but it really cannot work. Especially with your kids. Especially with your kids, because it gets to a point where love cannot do anything again. Your kids
You need more than love.
yeah. Your family, because most times this thing has to do with the family of both parents. Let's say the Muslim parents and his family wants his kids or the husband's kids to all be Muslims, and your own family wants your kids to all be Christians. So how do we settle that drift?
That's also where it comes into play. What's your parents? How much of an influence is the parents' choice on your marital home?
Well, obviously, because you've grown up with your parents, you've grown up with your family, they're going to have a say in what you do in your family home, regardless of what you want to do. They are going to have that pressure aspect, this is what we know, this is what we believe, therefore everything that you do must continue, follow the step. However, personally, like this whole religion thing, I feel like it only works in very, very specific situations, with very, very specific, things going around it.
But before it's very rare. And before it worked, how were the beginning period?
Exactly. It's going to be very, very difficult as well. Because then, as a husband and wife, you have to come to a compromise as to what is going to happen in your household.
So the truth is, in an African home, it's very difficult.
Because then you have the mother calling you and say, how can you? Your brother is this, that, and then your children are going to be this. How can you? It's very difficult.
In the parents' opinion, or let's say the family member's opinion in your marriage, let's say now the man is the calm type, he doesn't have an issue, or any religion at all, I'm open-minded, and then the woman tends to groom her children, take them to church, and before you know, the man's family is like, hello.
Why will you do that?
Why will you allow? I think even if it was the first child, let's say in the sense where Nigerians are so skeptical about male children. And then it's an only female, and then you're like, is it enough that she didn't give you a male child? And now you now want her to take, it's like she's controlling you.
That's why I'm saying
things come into play, and men don't like their ego being
messed with. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we might try to think it works, but at the end of the day,
but then that's why the question arises: that how much do you allow your parents to influence what you say, and what are you willing to do to make it work? Because at the end of the day, even the Bible says a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his wife. The same way a woman leaves her father and mother and clings to her husband. Because now you're creating another unit, you're creating another generation. So now you as husband and wife now have to ask yourself, what is it that we are going to do and agree upon it and stick to it. Don't fluctuate like
it sounds easy, but if you're coming from a home where father and mother are both Christians, the only thing you have to battle with is probably Yoruba, Yoruba.
Or Doctrine, and Baptist, and
if they're both Christians, you've grown up and you've been groomed in a different way. Now, for you to start a family in something you are not used to. It's going to really take a lot. Because you're getting into, you're marrying the family, you're not just marrying him alone.
Yeah, apart from the fact that the guy is Muslim and the parents are Muslim, sometimes the man will think, you're not bringing up my children in the way
I want.
Yeah. The man might be thinking, this woman is taking my kids away from me. They're not doing things. It might seem like you're serving the same God, but the man is like, you're not doing it in my own version. You're not doing it my own way, so you're doing it wrong.
Definitely, you're not doing it in his own way, because what I believe, the only way through to Jesus and to God rather is through Jesus. And if you can't go to God through Jesus, my Bible says you are darkness. I'm sorry, but my Bible says you are darkness. It doesn't work that way, but that alone brings so much contradicting into our belief. How do I need to pray and fast if there's something that needs to come up? You are not praying through Jesus to God that in the way I do. I don't know how you do yours, but
this particular topic is very controversial. What I'll just say is, it's know what you will get into. Know what you're getting into. If you're a Christian girl or you're getting married to a Muslim man, you have to know what you're getting into.
And be strong enough.
Whatever happens, you know that you called for this and you have to go along with it. That's all I can say.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And thanks for all the love and the support. Thank you guys.